While Teen Titans Go still has a ton of pushback against it from fans of the original, this crazier, sillier, and way more slapstick take on Teen Titans is actually a lot of fun. But even though there's a lot to love, some things about it leave us with more questions than answers. While you're here, how about hitting that red subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest awesome content from ScreenRant. Questionable ethics. Okay, so we know that this is technically a show about superheroes whose job it is to save the world and the people in it, but seriously, these kids seem to do way more damage than they do good. Yeah, they make up for it in the end, but not before recklessly doing whatever they want in the process. There's an episode where Robin literally lets a man get eaten by a demon as justice for tricking him into helping the man steal. Sure, he was a thief, but did he really deserve to die a horrible demon-related death? Teen TITUS, no. For a kids show, you'd think that the worst situations the Teen Titans would get into would be some old-fashioned Scooby-Doo style hijinks and shenanigans, but nope. In a totally insane move, the writers behind the show included an episode about cannibalism. In a terrifyingly Shakespearean twist, Beast Boy gets a job at their favorite restaurant, Mother's Eyes Pie Shop, where they find out that the owner has been serving up pies made of human flesh. God, that's dark. How long have the Teen Titans been eating people without realizing it? Bad egg. It's not the first time that the show hasn't been afraid to get creepy as hell, and it definitely won't be the last. In one seriously icky episode, Robin goes full Cronenberg and splices his DNA with that of a bird. Rather than developing cool bird powers, he ends up a deformed boy-bird hybrid. And here's where it gets really gross. One of the first things that he does is lay an egg, with which he immediately makes himself an omelet. If that isn't one of the most disturbing things you've ever seen, we don't really know what is. Best friends. One big difference from the original Teen Titans series and the comic books is that the Titans used to be a big, supportive, happy family. But in Teen Titans Go, they are constantly at each other's throats. It's super confusing why they would all stick together and yet never actually stop trying to actively murder one another. They get into huge brawls all the time, only to be stopped by some random, unforeseen event. Sure, they're hormonal teens with superpowers and too much strength, but come on, guys, don't you have a planet to save? Can't we all just get along? Toaster Dad. So, okay, we know that it's a fantasy world where literally anything is possible, but there's one fact about Cyborg's family history that just doesn't sit right with us, and that is that Cyborg's father is a toaster. That's right, a regular old two-slotted toaster, not even a toaster oven, which are arguably the best appliances ever designed. This means that Cyborg's mom actually managed to fall in love with a toaster, and, well, somehow we now have Cyborg. It's almost too uncomfortable to think about, and honestly, it really explains his rage. Questionable choices. With a show this crazy aimed at such a young audience, sometimes you have to wonder what kind of example they're trying to set for their viewers. And sometimes it seems like a pretty bad one, like the time that Robin completely abandons his plans to build a new seniors home in order to catch a glimpse at Starfire in a bikini. Sure, he got there in the end, but it's a super weird choice to have your main protagonist just ditch his philanthropic plans in order to ogle his friend in her bathing suit. Silky's Adventure. Starfire's pet silkworm Silkie is actually pretty cute for a little worm that produces silk, but not so cute that we could ever imagine falling in love with it. But that is exactly what happened in a very strange episode of Teen Titans Go. Silkie escapes the teen's tower and makes it to Mexico, where a recently divorced woman actually forms a relationship with it in order to get back at her husband. Get back at him how? Who on earth is going to be jealous of a worm? And were there no human beings around that would suffice? Yikes. Hungry Raven. It's confusing enough to be a preteen, so being one with enormous power that you don't fully understand must be even more tough. So it's excusable that every now and then things could get a little bit out of control, which is a huge understatement when it comes to the episode in which Raven actually devoured an entire softball team in one go. She never expresses any regret about it either, and the whole thing is played for laughs. I'm sorry, but didn't you just eat 9 human beings? Hello? So we're all just cool with this now? Sweet. Staff problems. While Robin might be the only Teen Titan without any actual superpowers of his own, he definitely has proven himself a worthy adversary and defender. He does, however, have a weirdly intimate relationship with his staff. Of course, we're talking about the weapon that he uses to fight off bad guys, so get your minds out of the gutter. Seriously though, in one episode, we actually see Robin having more than one full-on conversation with the inanimate stick, and he actually considers it one of his best friends. That is troubling, to say the least. Bad Beast Boy. Beast Boy is definitely one of the crazier of the Teen Titans, and this is particularly obvious in one episode in which it is revealed that he has abandoned his friends in almost every battle, which he manages by painting nearby animals green in order to trick the other Titans into thinking it's him. Aren't we supposed to be rooting for these people? First of all, covering an animal in house paint is basically animal cruelty, and that is some pretty shady behavior for a superhero, even if he is a teen. For a team of superheroes, these Teen Titans sure do some seriously questionable stuff, and it makes no sense. What do you think of Teen Titans Go? Are there any insane moments that we might have missed? Let us know down below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be the first to discover the latest and greatest from ScreenRant.